Sintonícense todos los jueves a las 11 de la mañana en Café con Leche con Juju y Ana en Reality Radio. Let's go. Hey, bienvenidos a Café con Leche con Juju
y Ana. Mi gente, buenos días, buenas tardes.
¿Cómo están? Tengamos una invitada especial, Wheel Diva.
Baby.
Ow.
This is the Wheel Diva. Thank you, ladies.
Go ahead, baby. Introduce yourself to everyone.
Yes, today, my name is Wheel Diva, and today we're going to have a special, fun day talking about trauma, the event that put me in my wheelchair, and I just been through so much that I have to get it out.
Go ahead. So, what happened for you to get in a wheelchair? But I see you're walking, so I want you to tell me everything. What had happened, what you went through, your support system, how you got back to walking. Let us know.
Thank you, Juju. That took me a long way. It take a lot of therapy, a lot of praying.
Ooh, baby, talk about it.
A lot of praying to the point where I changed my name from Karen to Wheel Diva. And Wheel Diva is my chair, my wheelchair. Diva is me.
Let's go.
331. So Diva now means hope, courage,
yes,
strength, faith, all of that good thing that it took to get me better to where I am today. But first we're gonna start talking about the terrible day when it happened.
Please tell us what happened.
February. It happened on February 17, 2017. I was having a little pain in my right knee. Prior to that day. So I went to the doctor. He gave me some medication. But he let me know that I'd be hallucinating. I shouldn't drive. I shouldn't go outside if I take these medication. So I did as he told me. So the day I picked up the medication, I took one, and I felt the hallucination, like you know, like computer lights. I just started seeing computer lights around.
Okay.
So I said, okay, I was aware that I was gonna hallucinate, so let me lay down. So the next day I got up and I took another one, and it got worse. What? The hallucination got worse. I saw my daughter. I haven't seen in a while. I saw her on the chair, shaking her boobs at me.
Oh God!
She went back up on the back of my bed. She was up there, and now I'm looking, and she's on the top of my wall unit. So a guy was there that I rented a room. He said, I said to him, "Come here, James. Something is happening to me. Did you see Ebony? Now she's back there, and now, look, she's up there." He said, "Nobody's in the house." Oh. I said, yes, somebody's in here, and please stay with me. Don't leave me. He said, nobody's. I said, okay, all right, this. Let me call the ambulance. Wherever you're going, wait for the ambulance to get here, and then you could leave me. However, he left before the ambulance arrived. And what happened, when the ambulance came, I got up and I fell and I hit my head.
Oh, God.
I hit my head so hard. But when I fell, I remember I chuckled a little bit because I remember the lady on the TV that said, "I'm falling, but I can't get out." But I said, I'm down there and I'm thinking, I said, I can't say that because I already fell. So I said, I fell and you have to find a way of opening the door to get me in.
Baby.
And they came and that was it. For 2 weeks, I was in I was in the hospital. No, nothing that was going on. But that's not the juicy part until they sent me to the rehab. And the first day I got to rehab, I fell out the bed.
Oh, shit.
The very first day. They moved me from that bed, and then they put me into another room on another bed. And it was like a week later, I fell out the bed again. And I know this was a higher bed that time.
But what, the medication was making you fall out the bed? But when you felt, what happened? Like, I broke something?
No. See, I didn't know that I was partially paralyzed.
Oh, you hit yourself so hard in the back of your neck that it made you paralyzed.
When I fell in my house.
Oh, my God.
So, when I fell in the hospital again, when the hospital sent me to rehab, I fell out the rehab bed.
What?
The first night. Because my body was fidgety.
But where were the nurses? They were not supposed to leave you alone.
Girl.
Did you have one of those strips? You know how they put full risk bands on you?
This was in the rehab.
Oh,
the hospital sent me from the hospital to the rehab.
Yeah, that's
so when that happened, and the nurses, they ran out to look at me on the floor. Everybody was looking at me like I did something wrong. I remember I'm on the floor. I'm saying, my fault. Please help me. Right. Just help me to get on the bed. It's my fault. It's my fault. They finally picked me up and threw me on the bed like I'm some kind of meat. But that was okay because I'm still a diva.
Hey. Baby.
So, they changed me from that bed, put me in another bed. When I went to the other bed, I fell again. And girl, when I fell that time, it seemed like I went into a coma.
Whoa.
And I was in that coma for 3 months.
Oh my God, have mercy.
I know everything that happened. When people come around, you hear what they're saying. But it's like you're trapped in your body. You're trapped in your body, but you can't come out. And they can't hear you. So while I was in the hospital, while I was there, I've been through so much. I started spitting. I remember started spitting. This is during the COVID, during the coma period. Mm-hmm. I started spitting. And when I spit, a whole towel will be full with spit. A whole towel. So it's like every hour or so they come by and they'll give me another towel.
Okay.
One day I was laying in the bed and one of the nurse, she came by to clean me up or whatever. And I was trying to hand her maybe the towel. I don't know. But she looked at me with such disgusting face.
I'm telling you.
What?
She looked at me with such disgusted face. But I'm glad she did. Because when she did that, she told me that something was wrong with the diva. She told me something was wrong with the diva. And the diva started questioning, what's going on? And then that time,
as you should,
the diva get down on her knees. And the diva start talking to someone who's higher than you, me, and everybody else.
Talk about it.
Hello? So, this is a good part. Once she cleaned me up and she left and I started speaking to the Lord, I remember it wasn't too long. Maybe a day from that, I was there talking to the Lord one night. And it's like an angel just picked me up. And she made a left turn. And then she made another left turn. And when we get around there, it was a football field of people like myself. Blind, deaf, dumb, crippled, agitated, begging, Lord. But when I went back there and I saw the Father was there, I said, oh my God. He was sitting in the middle and I was sitting on his right. Right, yeah, I was sitting on his right. But he can't just look and see me. He would have to turn his head a little bit. So I'm there at my side. I said, Lord, Father, please, I want to go back because I don't know what she's going to do if I don't go back. And she and I keep repeating the same thing. Father, please send me back because if I don't go back, I don't know what she's going to do without me.
Aww.
And you know what he did? He looked at me and said, shut up. In a big, monstrous voice, he said, shut up. Look at everybody who is here. Everybody who is here is wanting the same thing that you need. But no matter how much they ask me, it's not how much you ask me, but you just have to wait on your turn. When he said, wait on your turn, my auntie number jumps in my head. All this time I'm in the hospital, I didn't know I had family. I didn't know I have kids. I didn't know I have friends or loved ones. It was just me and Jesus there. Nobody know where I was. Nobody. Except the fool that was there the morning when I was asking him not to leave before the ambulance came. He's the only person. And he did not even look around to get my kids, tell my kids anything that I was missing.
Jesus.
That is crazy.
We gotta do better as a people.
Right.
God, we gotta take care of each other.
So guess what happened? When God looked around and told me to shut up, he made me woke up with my auntie number. My auntie has her number for 45 years now. She never changed that old man on the phone that said, hello, please leave a message. And when I picked up the phone, no, before that. Once he said, shut up, I wake up with the number in my head. That's how good the man is.
Baby.
The man said, wait on your turn. Look at all these people. And then when the man said, shut up, I opened my eyes with my auntie number in my head. Praise be to God.
Amen. Amen.
So I started singing the number. 718-798-9658. 718-798-9658. I feel him look up on me and like he said, stupid, don't even know that everybody have 718 number. Just say the last 7 number. And I start singing 798-9658. 798. As soon as the nurse came in, I said, nurse. Couldn't talk all this time I was there. All the time I'm at the rehab, couldn't talk. I said, nurse, can you call my family for me, please? And she was a nice nurse. She just called. And when she called, I heard my auntie number said, hello, please leave a message. And I remember that. Yes, that's my auntie. And then when I get my auntie's number, I said, Auntie Bev. I didn't remember nobody. I said, Auntie Bev, please tell my daughter Juliet and Alexis that they have to find me. They have me in a hospital and I'm dying. I don't know the number or anything, but they have to find me. That was my sister and my daughter.
That was like 3 months. You was already in the hospital.
Right. And while I was there, I was skins over bone.
Lord have mercy.
I heard my daughter yell. One day I laid there. I heard my daughter scream. And I said, she said, that's not my mother. My mother never looked like that. That's not my mother. What y'all did to my mother? And she started crying. She started bawling. And she started saying, listen, she's out of here. She have to go to the hospital. She need hospital help. Because I could have explained to her a little bit that I'm sick, but they don't want to help me, so you have to take me to the hospital. I couldn't even talk that much. Big mouth diva, couldn't talk. Can you imagine? They gave her hell. No, she's not leaving she's not leaving there because that's a rehab. And if people get sent from the hospital to the rehab is supposed to do their job, and the rehab is not supposed to send people back to the hospital. So that's why they was trying to keep me there to kill me, not to save their ass. You understand? So when the emergency team was there, and they're saying I'm not going, my daughter calls the emergency team supervisor.
That's right.
The supervisor came. The supervisor said, is she on parole? He's asking if I am on parole. No.
What?
No, I'm not on parole. So why are you keeping her against her will? You understand? The only reason why you should keep me against my will if I'm
custody of the state.
Custody of the state or stuff like that.
Yep.
And so my daughter eventually took me from there and take me to the hospital, St. John's again. And follow us next Thursday at 11:45 p.m. for part 2.
Baby.
This is the Wheel Diva. Juju and
Anna. Baby, we're going to need a sequel for this because, baby, I got so much I want to know.
Oh, yes. So, we're going to go for part 2 next week. Oh, well, how was that?
You don't want to fit? I mean,
we got some more time?
Of course. This is your time.
Show. Let's go.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, she thought it was only that. No.
Okay, so
we nosy. We want to know everything. What happened? Did the SWAT team come up? Like, I need some shit. I need to call these people up. Like, yo, what the fuck y'all niggas thought y'all was doing to my queen?
She wants to do a pause.
Yes, please. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.